It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast that breaks down all the news of the week with me, your host, Michael Ian Black, joined as always by my friends Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon, producers of Have I Got News for You. This week, we're talking about when you can expect your Trump phone to get delivered. I know you ordered it 9 months ago. You've been waiting patiently. We've got all the updates. We've got the updates on the reflecting pool at the Lincoln Memorial. We've got updates on the most expensive ballroom ever conceived. You won't believe how much this thing is costing. Plus, Trump's nap time / press conference on the Iran negotiations Monday afternoon, and also his press conference / nap time on IVF. All of that this week on Have I Got News for Your Ears. It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast extension of the Have I Got News for You cinematic universe. I'm your host, Michael Ian Black, joined as always by Have I Got News for You producer Jodi Lennon. Have I Got News for You producer James Biederman.
Hello.
Hello.
I like that we're 3 different versions of
The same
black
outfit.
outfits. And I think we each represent ourselves well.
Right, Jodi, you look like springtime. You've just come in. You're maybe you were doing a little planting.
Oh, okay.
And you have your garden clogs on.
Oh, yeah.
Time for the podcast.
Yeah. Gotta come in.
Wait, take off my gloves.
Yeah.
Right, let me get in my Subaru Forester and
Yeah.
drive over to the
Close.
podcast.
It's close.
Cross track, but okay.
Okay,
Oh, what's me? What's me, Michael?
just gave up. Oh, last week?
Yes.
Mind.
Last
Oh,
week
my
there were
gosh.
predictions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And Jodi and I said
don't
we would
remember.
not be in a shooting war.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think you said we would be.
I thought we would be.
Okay,
We're both right.
sure, but I'm going to say Jodi and I were more right.
Correct.
You're more right on the technicality, but the fact is they're still shooting at each other.
Yes, they are still shooting at each other.
As far as the Senate's concerned, yeah, no.
We're fine.
We're off.
I'm going to make a bold prediction for next week.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
By
exciting.
next week, shooting war.
I'll go with that.
All right.
I'm going to do a really bold prediction. I think we're going to resolve this within the week.
What?
What are you basing that on?
I think he's bored. I think he's just over it and just wants it to be done.
That's all. But that's true.
That was
But
true.
I don't know how he
it-
does it.
That was
But
true
I
on day
think he-
2.
That was true. That was true day 2 before he started, when they were just talking.
I just think he's really, really, really bored now.
I don't
Right.
think he's bored, but I do think he wants it to be done.
Yeah.
Right.
He hates it.
Yeah.
He hates that he did it.
Yeah.
And he knows that he's in a
He
no-win
didn't do
situation.
it. He didn't do it.
Well,
He didn't do it. America had to do it.
yes, it had to be done.
Yeah.
Clearly, this had to be done.
Yeah.
He put on the crown of thorns and said, he picked up
And
his
he-
cross
Yes. Oh, and also stethoscope.
Yeah.
and the stethoscope. Right. I think he wants it to be done,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know how to, he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because to really accomplish anything, you'd have to have a multinational alliance. You'd have to have the whole world descend on Iran. It's a massive mountainous country. So I don't know what landing 5,000 troops on Karg Island, for example, is going to do other than screw things up further.
So here's the other thing, and this is happening today, this morning. They're asking for some insane amount of money
Yeah.
to increase the Pentagon budget because they need more weapons. Because I think partially they've spent all their weapons on this war, but also they need more weapons going forward for this war. So what's that message? Are we done shooting or is there more?
Because it's a TR number.
I think they're asking for
right?
another billion.
Billion? No.
No.
Billion is not a
it's-
problem.
Another 100
It's-
billion.
They're asking for a trillion
trillion.
and a half.
They were asking for a trillion.
They
Yes.
asked for a trillion last year. Last year was
So they
a
already got a trillion.
Yes, they got that. Now
So
they
then
want $1.5 trillion.
We say
It's an
trillion
insane-
too much.
We shouldn't be saying it ever.
Ever.
That should never be a number that
Let's
comes up.
stop saying trillion.
I agree with you.
I think you can't stop saying it.
Say what?
Trillion.
You see, you proved your point. You couldn't say it.
It's the reverse magic word. So
Oh.
I just want to start off light. Do you remember the Trump phone?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. They were going to make it entirely in America, which I think is almost impossible, but that was the claim. And it was a lot of money Well, anyway, let's play this
Good
clip.
preparation, Jim.
Yeah, I know. What are you saying?
Good show
I think
prep,
it costs $500. The phone is $500.
That's right.
But you put $100 down
Right.
to guarantee you're going to get the phone.
Right. This is where it's at now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Trump supporter here. This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric. Where the f***'s my phones? I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Now we can't get any f***ing updates on them.
He's not alone. A bunch of customers and MAGA fans are very angry to find that Donald Trump is breaking his word again. Well over 500,000 people each paid a $100 deposit to get in on the planned and promised Trump phone. Not a single confirmed customer, though, has gotten one. This is a report from the IBT. Meanwhile, the website for the so-called Trump Mobile, which isn't very mobile, includes a disclaimer. A pre-order doesn't guarantee a device will be produced or made available for purchase. The so-called Trump phone was announced with a lot of fanfare by Trump's sons last year. The company's selling point was that this somewhat gilded device would be made in America. Now they say it will be proudly American. I guess that's kind of how the phone identifies. It will be designed with American values in mind. Sure. Whatever. But that's not how country of origin labeling works. The phone reportedly now predominantly made in China. But again, that's if it's made. So far, the company now says, don't assume if you buy one or part of one that it'll ever be produced.
You know what the most shocking part of that story to me is?
What?
That 500,000 people ordered.
$59 million they made just on deposit.
I do find it shocking that many people ordered that phone.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Because why?
But this has been the question about him for the last 10 years.
But why? But why?
But why?
He doesn't know anything about phones.
But it's not his. It was Don Jr. and
no,
Eric.
I understand.
Come on, I want to
It's
give them
just-
credit for this idea.
But why would you? Like, I could see if it was like a shovel
Well,
or something that
well, when
they
we-
know their
because
way
when
around.
when we think about like Eric's engineering background, you know, and Don Jr.'s deep immersion in tech.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
If there's one thing those two guys are going to do,
Yeah.
they're going to nail a fucking phone. They're going to nail the phone.
when I think of a coder, like in my movie, if I thought, oh, I need a coder example, I think Don Jr.
Or Barron.
or Barrett.
It is annoying when you're waiting for something and it doesn't come and you're sitting there and
And then you have that moment of
so excited.
that moment of clarity where you go, oh fuck, I got ripped off
I got ripped off again.
By the president.
Oh.
Again.
But the thing that's really part of the grift here, the true grift, is that
Taking money and not giving anything in return for that money?
correct.
Oh,
but
well, go ahead.
end of April, this April, since everybody was ordering them in the summer and still not getting them, the fine print was changed.
Yes.
That said that end part that said that there was no guarantee that these phones were going to be
Ever made.
ever made, ever going to be
I mean,
made.
literally.
Totally. They said that it was a deposit of something that might be.
It's like my happiness.
Yeah. There's no price tag.
Never
for
going to
that.
happen. Never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
It's like Kickstarter.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Like, please invest in this.
And then if we get enough orders, we'll make it.
Yeah.
It seems like if they got $59 million in orders, that's enough.
Oh,
You would
you
think.
don't know how expensive these phones are. And to make them in America, almost impossible. Speaking of scams,
Yes, I love scams.
it continues.
Taxpayers could end up paying to help protect President Trump's new ballroom at the White House. The Republican-controlled Senate Judiciary Committee earmarked $1 billion for security improvements.
Oh, God, this thing drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, we were talking about the ballroom again?
Yeah, it fucking drives me nuts. It is the ultimate con, scam, and then nobody gives a shit. I tore down the East Wing because we need to build this ballroom because this is getting ridiculous. And no one's going to pay for it. And I got,
Well, wait a minute. It wasn't we're going to tear down the East Wing. It was the East Wing is not going to be touched.
oh, right, sorry.
This is just
sorry.
an extension
Right.
onto
We're
the
not
White
going to
House.
touch an inch of it, I believe. is
because
what-
ladies are getting their heels stuck in the grass.
Yeah.
So we need $200 million to build an extension
But here's the thing, good news. I spoke to
Tim Apple.
Tim Cook,
Yeah.
to Tim Apple. I almost said Tim
And
Apple.
Mark Z.
And Mark Z is a good friend of mine. I said, I need 200. They said, fine, we'll do it so that the Americans don't have to pay for it.
They invested.
So then that turns into 400 million. Still, they're going to cover it. Oh, and by the way, last week we just tore down the
East Wing.
East
In the
Wing.
middle of the night.
I didn't touch it. Technically, I didn't touch it. So then
You
it
woke
got
up and
torn
there was
down.
a hole
It was
there.
like, how did that? Anyway,
I told you guys, don't touch
don't
an
touch
inch.
it. And they said,
what are you gonna
oh, we'll just tear it down. So then
We didn't touch an inch.
then
We
that
touched
story-
all the
Then that
inches.
story says, well, I guess you have to know the truth now. This ballroom was really just a cover
Right.
for this massive Austin Powers like
Layer.
layer. Thank you, Dr. Evil layer underneath the White House and the entire property. It looks like that's going to have all this, information and
Sounds
high tech
exciting.
stuff. Yeah,
Vending machines.
vending,
gonna
vending machines.
They're gonna- it's
Look,
gonna-
Vending
Let me
machine.
just say,
vending machines.
you're going to be there and you're like, I'm hungry, and I'm going to say that's impossible because every 5 feet, different vending machine. Some are even hot soup. So, so then they had to build on top of this to hide it. This is, I swear to God, this is the steps. We have to build this ballroom. Don't worry, because the ballroom will have my favorite drone-proof roof, which everyone should have. Bulletproof glass. I think he said, most glass I'm dealing with is a ½ inch thick. This is 6 inches thick.
6-inch thick glass.
Which 6 inches is the thing. Now it's just a cover, like literally the top of a massive underground complex, which now the world knows about, which is also. And you know what? Turns out, we need $1 billion
$1
for
billion.
it. We need $1 billion for it.
We
And
say billion too much. Let's stop saying billion.
we need $1 billion for it. And by the way, I called up Tim Apple and I called up Marky Mark Z.
Guess what?
They said, no way. So anyway, I called up Lindsey Graham and he said, how much? I mean, for the food, not for the.
Right. Lindsey Graham thinks it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thought there already was a massive underground facility under the White House?
I don't think you're the only one, and it's not massive, but there is an underground facility.
There has to be,
right?
Right. Well, remember that movie, Dave, where the president gets sick
Right.
Yeah.
and then they
And
find
then
a guy
Kevin Kline gets hired.
that looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
That's just a small town guy.
Yeah.
And what's weird is both of those guys look exactly like Kevin Kline.
Exactly.
It's the weirdest thing.
Weren't
They
they
should have called it Kevin.
Why not?
I don't know.
Union.
weren't they keeping the sick president looking like guy underneath the
I
yes,
think so.
White
that's
House?
right. That's right. And he was in a deep coma.
Yes. So is that based on fact?
Yes, I think there's an
there
entire.
There has to be
A hospital.
yes,
the
yes,
Situation
yes,
Room
yes.
is in the basement or whatever
Right.
underneath. But I think all of those things are there. They're just not,
Have you ever toured the White House?
I have.
No.
I've toured it a couple times, and every time I go, I'm looking for the hidden entrances.
No, you don't see
You
it.
don't see them.
No.
Because they're fake walls,
You mean like
right?
a wall, like the line in the
Yeah,
wall
yeah,
where
yeah.
you could push and it would open.
Yeah, like
It's got to be.
yeah,
right? It's
like you
gotta be.
take out Thomas Jefferson's weird Bible, and then like a thing spins
Right.
around. And,
It's like the
Right.
opening of Get Smart.
yes, that's how I imagine it. I would love it so much.
Right.
if that
There's
was
a
the
pole
case.
that you slide down.
Yeah.
If when I'm president,
Yeah.
I'm going to have one of those things
Yeah.
installed.
All you need is
for
$1 billion to do it.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back. In the meantime, don't forget to become a member for exclusive content. Can we just have like a boring day in America?
No,
Here we go.
I guess not.
And just to remind you how the cost has risen over time, just last summer, when it was first announced, the president said it would be $200 million. A few months after that, he said it would be $250 million. A month after that, it had gone up to $300 million. By December of last year, it was at $400 million. And now, with the $1 billion needed for security funds, plus the $400 million for the ballroom itself, it seems that we're now at $1.4 billion. Now, President Trump today suggesting that the cost overruns were because it's changed in size. He says that the original price was $200 million. The double-sized, highest quality, completed project will be something less than $400 million. And just remember here, Boris, a preservation group is suing, trying to halt construction on the ballroom. A judge has said that it will be able to proceed if Congress approves it. If this bill goes through, that could potentially clear away some of those legal hurdles.
I want to say two things. One, this reporter feels like he could be shot at any moment, the way he's reading. Like, I got to be careful with this information.
Well, didn't you tell me that most of those reporters aren't really
A lot
in
of them
Washington,
are not.
D.C.?
They're not.
They're
They're
like,
not in front of the White House. I don't know
but
where they
they're
are.
like in a backdrop that can
Yeah.
look that way?
So there used to be a studio in Times Square, which I think is still there, which is a very long room, and they would have a big screen television at the end of it, and it was kind of like a tunnel, basically, and you would stand in front of that to do your television reporting, particularly the White House, when you couldn't get access to the White House.
That's cheating. Well, renovations. You know how it is.
Oh, the worst.
The worst.
The
You know, you say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to spruce up the bathroom. And the contractor comes and he's like, it'll be $7,500. And you're like, well, as long as we're doing the bathroom, maybe we should do the laundry because that the dryer's been making a noise. The next thing you know, you were doing the mud room.
Well, we're with the washer and dryer in the bathroom right next to each other, the same water line, so we can actually just go in there and do it.
You got it.
You're touching it anyway.
It's a little bit more.
It's a little bit more, but then once you start messing with the plumbing, then you're thinking, well, we were talking about doing the bathroom anyway, so then you
did you know you had a dead body in the walls?
Yes,
yeah,
the
we
next
got to
thing
take
you
care of
know.
that. Well, the government's got to come in and look at it.
What started out as $7,500 now is $1.4 billion.
The reflecting pool, which is a big, I don't know, like a foot deep kind of thing. It's not a pool. I guess it's a pool.
It's a pool.
But it goes from the Washington Monument to the Lincoln Memorial, correct?
It's on the Great Lawn, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And it hasn't been cleaned since 2012. So I'm sure there's a lot of algae in there and everything. So, but Trump doesn't understand the concept of algae because whatever, it's science. And he said, no, it needs to be repainted. So they've drained it. They've buffed it. He himself has done a lot of this work himself because he's a weekend warrior when it comes to stuff. And they're going to repaint it.
President Trump made a surprise visit to the Lincoln Memorial to personally inspect renovations to the reflecting pool, his latest high-profile project to visibly remake Washington. Trump's motorcade drove down the drain basin, which is getting a new coating in a color he calls American flag blue. But as you're about to see, he did not take too kindly to questions about why he's focusing on that when the U.S. is fighting with Iran.
You are here against the backdrop of the war in Iran. Why focus on all these projects right now?
You know why? Because I want to keep our country beautiful and safe. Beautiful also. This place was a disgusting place. Our country is about beauty, cleanliness, safety, great people, not a filthy capital. It's such a stupid question you ask. We're fixing up the reflecting pond to the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and you say, why are you fixing it up? Because you can understand dirt maybe better than I can, but I don't allow it.
First of all, yet another female reporter that he's just shit on because he's a fucking chicken shit coward.
But it seems to me the question isn't whether or not the reflecting pool deserves to be cleaned and upgraded and whatever. Yeah. The question is, and she asked this, is why are you involved with this?
Yeah.
Why are you, the president of the country, involved in this? Especially at a time when we're in a literal war.
Yeah.
And you're taking time to deal with this peasant shit?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I have two theories on that. And one goes back to what you were saying about renovations, right? And you decide, I've got this budget, right?
Right.
Maybe next year I'll do the pool.
Right.
Because I just I'm doing a ballroom.
Right.
I can't do both.
Right.
Doing a ballroom.
You know, it's once a year we take on one big project. I don't want to be around the mess. I don't want to be around the headache.
Sure.
I don't want to stretch my wallet that far.
Right.
And you know what? The American people don't want to stretch their wallet that far.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody has to operate on a budget.
So that's theory one. Theory two, I think he's just doing shit because he's going nutso about what's happening elsewhere. And so he's like, he turns around. He's like, it's 2 a.m. Let's clean the reflecting. You know, I want that torn up. I want all the water. I want to drive my cars down it. Like, I just.
You're right, but I don't think I think he is bored doing stuff he doesn't really understand, which is the rest of anything outside of construction, other than construction.
The first part of your theory is when you do a project, you do one at a time because you don't want to break the bank and whatever. He's thinking, I'm almost dead. I got to get this shit done now for my legacy. I got to get the gold statue up. I got to get the arch up. I got to get the pool up.
Arch.
Yeah, I got to get all this shit. I got to get the ballroom done.
Kennedy Center.
I got to get my name. I got to get my picture on the passport. I got to get the Trump Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
Like he's in his last days. He's basically in hospice. The White House for him is hospice care.
Oh. I have a really dumb question to ask.
There are no dumb questions. Only dumb people ask.
Oh, good.
So he's made so much money.
Can you believe she's asking this stupid-ass question? This is embarrassing.
It's a dumb question.
His sons have made so much money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cut all their taxes, right? So they're really not the ones paying for all this shit. Like, there's nothing offsetting.
How is that different in general than just the normal course of American business? The rich never have been paying for this stuff.
So it's us.
It's always been us.
So can I swim in it?
Well, first of all,
You own it.
look, Jodi, you're petite, but you're not Lilliputian.
I just found out I'm small, by the way. I saw a picture of myself, and I recently just found out I'm small.
Wait, really? You didn't
Wait,
have
how
Seriously.
what did you think of yourself before?
Much larger than I am.
larger which way? Tall?
I thought I was tall. I thought, like the way I carry
How
myself.
tall? How tall did you think you were?
You do carry
Like 6
yourself.
feet?
You carry yourself as tall. That's true.
I think I carry myself like somebody who's 5'8".
Oh no, you've got strong 5'4" energy. How
Well,
tall
thank
are
you.
you?
I'm 5'3".
Yeah, there you go. Here is more.
Backlash.
This morning, Trump was happily posting about the dedication of this statue, a great golden 15-foot likeness of him pumping his fist, mounted on a 7,000-pound pedestal at his Doral Golf Resort. The artist told the Daily Beast it was his idea to give the bronze statue a gold leaf finish, saying that when he suggested it to Trump's team, and I quote here, "They love the idea, of course. It's like pitching ice water to a man dying of thirst. It was not a hard sell."
Jesus Christ.
No. And then they wrote him a check.
And is that the pose when he was shot?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is the fight. This is the fight. Staged assassination
It
attempt.
definitely looks like a Kim Jong-un kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks like any of them. Any tin pot dictator
Yeah.
that has those big gold statues and they're in some version of this or hey or whatever, whatever.
Here's your no bid.
They should have done the statue like that with moving arms.
Oh, you're right.
The jerking and
The
have
jerking,
it
the
move
double jerk, yeah.
When the wind blows, it just kind of does this, like just here. It's here's your no bid contract story.
Now, this very same week saw the formal dedication of a 22-foot gold statue of Trump at his Miami golf course by none other than evangelical pastor Mark Burns. Pastor Burns must have known that he might take some criticism for praying over a literal golden idol, because he wrote on social media, quote, "Let me be clear, this is not a golden calf. We worship the Lord Jesus Christ and him alone."
It's always a problem when you have to start with the thing that it is not. When Trump said in the interview, "I'm not a pedophile."
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
let me be, it's not a
shit.
golden calf.
So should I cross pedophile off the list then? Is that what you're saying? You're not.
You know what? Keep it on for now.
Okay.
Just keep it on for now.
Okay.
Just in case.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, I think just leave it.
We're gonna leave you as a pedophile.
The obscenity. Can you imagine if like in Lincoln Park they had erected a statue of Obama in gold during
Right.
his presidency? Can you imagine?
Wait, I thought they did. But I don't even like that. Could you imagine if Obama or Biden? I forget if you can imagine any president ever in the United States doing something like this. It would have been. It would be
not Chester Ray Arthur. We'd expect it from Chet.
As everybody knows, I don't have children.
Yeah.
Also,
you're not tall.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah. You have to be a certain height.
Are history books including this stuff?
That's my point.
Like, are
That's my
children
point.
like
It depends what happens in the next election.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it would be fun to write this.
It'll
part
be
of the
Handmaid's Tale very
history
soon, if that's your
books.
question. Yeah. We have to record this on cassette decks.
It would be fun to read.
And get it up to Canada, assuming Canada still exists.
Oh, good. Trump takes questions from reporter.
For the time being, the ceasefire remains in place.
It's unbelievably weak, I would say. I would call it the weakest right now. After reading that piece of garbage they sent us, I didn't even finish reading it. They said, I'm not going to waste my time reading it. I would say it's one of the weakest right now. It's on life support. They understand these are all medical people. Dr. Oz, life support is not a good thing. Do you agree?
Bad prognostic.
I would say the ceasefire is on massive life support, where the doctor walks in and says, sir, your loved one has approximately a 1% chance of living.
My mouth is a little bit agape because I think what I heard was he was saying he didn't finish reading
It's true.
the
That's what I'm
peace
saying.
proposal.
Yeah. I throw it away.
What?
Why bother?
He thinks that makes him sound smart. He thinks that projects, and probably it does, to the 25% of the people who voted for him regularly, that he doesn't need to finish it. He already knows what they're going to say. He's Trump. He's Dr. Jesus Trump.
You're stumped.
I'm honestly stumped. I'm flummoxed.
You're rarely this way.
I'm not a guy.
Don't cut the blue wire. Yeah.
I'm not a guy who typically does his homework.
Oh, that's
as we know from this podcast and from the television version of this podcast.
We don't tell you what's going to happen.
Right. I don't know. I don't do my homework. No. But even I
read the whole thing.
If I'm at war with a country and they send me a peace proposal, I'd probably read that.
Yeah.
Right. I'd probably read the whole thing.
A couple times. Just in case.
Let's not go crazy.
I know, but I would read it a couple times. Like,
here's what I would do. Here's what I definitely would do. I would say to my Navy valet, I'd say, get me a highlighter. I wouldn't use the highlighter, but I would have it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd probably take off the cap and I'd be reading the thing. And I'd be thinking, I'm bored, but I should probably finish this. I'm bored. Maybe some good ideas. Should I highlight them? But I would get through it.
Yeah.
I would get through it. We'll be right back.
Here's his math.
One drug commonly used in IVF has gone from, as an example, $966 to $168, a difference of 500%. This is the most incredible thing. It's not talked about by the fake news. It's sad because it's the biggest thing to happen, I think. But we're getting drug prices, prescription drug prices down by 400 or 500%. Or depending on the way you want to phrase the question, you could say 400, 500, 600% Oz. And you could also say 80%, 70%, etc. It all depends on the way you phrase the question. I like the 500 better.
My dad, a long time ago, was involved with distressed property auctions. Mm-hmm. And they would hire real auctioneers to, because the mindset at an auction is you're getting it at a great price. Reality is you're probably getting it a little bit less than what it actually would have cost them. But the psychology of an auction is, and one of the things I would watch these guys do, they'd say like, do I have 50? Do I have 50? Do I have 50?
I love
50
that.
and 50 and 50 is 100. 100. Do I have 100? Like they would just add them. That's what he does. Because he just went from 500 down to 400, then up to 600. Mm-hmm. And then he changed it over to percentages, which, by the way, there's no correlation whatsoever. And by the way, the other thing is none of this has happened.
That's right.
The drug companies have not done any of this because none of it has actually been spelled out. You need to do this.
Right. So it's not only that the math is wrong.
Which
the entire
it is.
premise is wrong.
Yes.
None of this has happened. Drug prices have not come down.
How do we get away with this every time where he's just sitting there saying
there's more?
500, 600%.
Let me speak a little bit about the reality that 1 in 3 Americans are under-babied. What does under-babied mean? That means that you either don't have any children or you have less children than you would normally want to have. And to Katie's point, we have a crisis that's causing our fertility rate to drop below 1.5. Replacement rate is 2.1. So we're way below what we need just to replace the people that we have in America.
So, Jodi, all you need to do is get a 0.6 of a baby and get us back up.
This is a story I actually follow.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so this is happening all over the world. This isn't an American problem.
Correct, that's true.
This is a problem of developed countries in general and developed
Aging
economies.
out, as they say.
So what's happening is, as nations get wealthier, and as women enter the workforce and become more independent and don't necessarily need to rely on men just to sort of make their way in the world, combined with the rising cost of just life.
Yeah.
People are choosing not to have kids. Marriage rates have fallen. People are getting married older and they're having fewer children. In some countries, like in Japan, China, Italia, it has become an actual crisis. So like China, for example, birth rates are declining to the point where that's why like all these towns in Japan are emptying out, or in Italy are emptying out, or in China. And in the United States, this has been the case for some time. But what has saved our bacon, and the reason it hasn't been a problem, is fucking immigration. China, Japan, these closed Asian cultures that don't encourage immigration, they might literally cease to exist or exist in a much smaller form. But we can survive this because we have welcomed people from all over the world.
Right.
throughout our history.
And that works as a literally continually pushing the economy upwards because, by the way, as the people age out and they retire, you need an entire workforce to support them. That's how Social Security works. But when you don't allow that, and then you do this weird baby math, anyway.
Jim, we're under-babied.
We need 0.6 of a baby from you.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
The fertility crisis for women began in 2007. For men in 1970, men had twice the sperm count as our teenagers do today. This is an existential crisis for our country.
I'll say.
Meanwhile, Trump's asleep while he's talking.
He was
I think
asleep.
his eye opened when the word sperm came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
But the best part, it's like, huh? How do you? What?
You can measure sperm count.
Yeah, but
1970. Let's break it down. So men in the 70s.
That's when I as a heroin addict, I used to sell my sperm to get smack. So I could fill up an entire Gatorade bottle.
The glass kind.
Glass kind.
Yeah.
With my jizz. And now.
By the way, I was like $100. So in 1970s, that's how he knows.
Right. In 1970s.
But
the
he's not a
average
heroin
man-
addict anymore, so I don't know how he knows about the
And so
sperm
now
count.
he's saying teenage boys have less sperm.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, apparently that's true too. Sperm count has been going down.
The jeans
How
are
do they
so
know
tight.
that? How do they,
They're wearing tight
You
jeans.
can count sperms.
Was there ever a time when schools were counting your sperm?
I don't get it.
Like,
I agree with Jodi.
What do you think pre-algebra is?
Do we end on sperm?
Don't we always?
Jodi Lennon, thank you.
Thank you. Good
Jim
to see
Biederman,
you.
thank you. I like when we all dress in black. I think you should do it
I always
more
dress in
often. Thank you for joining me on Have I Got News for Your Ears. I'm Michael Black. I want to thank my co-hosts, Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon, and of course, all of you. We'll see you next week on a brand new episode. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Even better, watch the podcast on Spotify or on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not follow us? Why not subscribe to the YouTube channel? Why not? Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the HIGNFY YouTube channel and be sure to click the bell to stay on top of all our great content. Even better, become a member for exclusive content, early access to videos, members-only shoutouts, and more. Click the join button below.